This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and today we're going to look at the 3M Mobile Privacy Film. It is a screen protector-like device that you put over top of the display on your smartphone, and what it does is it prevents people to, primarily your left or right, being able to see what you're doing on your phone. This is the film right here, and right off the bat you can see it does have a slight tint to it. It's not particularly dark, it's not like a pair of sunglasses or anything, but it's definitely not exactly clear. But what happens, you can see when we tilt it to the side, see how it quickly blacks out. It gets a little gradually darker and then it goes totally black. It's a little more forgiving in the up and down situations, you can see. So when you're holding your phone, you move it like this back and forth, you're going to be able to see it. Presumably nobody's going to be spying on you from above. This device wouldn't help you at that point, but you can see when we move left or right, it gets pretty dark. This particular film has been pre-cut for the Curve 8900 from RIM, and we're going to install it on one of those devices. I have in my hands a RIM Blackberry Curve 8900 for T-Mobile, and before I install the film on there, I wanted to give you a preview of what it looks like. You can see, with the film on the bottom, you can see it makes it display slightly darker. It's not too bad though, but it's definitely perceptible. Also, I want to give you a preview of what happens, so you can see the difference between with the film and without it. So if we start tilting the display here to the side, you see how dark it starts getting, and eventually it disappears while you can still clearly read the time, 10:06, on the top half of the phone with no film. You can't see anything much at all on the bottom. Do that again in the other direction. You see the menu in the bottom of the screen starts flipping away while the top half is still perfectly readable. We'll turn the other direction so you can see that it's still pretty readable even at a fairly extreme angle. So it's meant to primarily work in the left-right orientation. I have the privacy film installed now, and you can see it's working. And turn it left or right a little bit and it starts getting very difficult to read, while it retains readability for the most part when moving in an up-down orientation. Took a little more effort than I had hoped for to get it installed. It was supposed to have been pre-cut for the 8900. Turned out that it wasn't the case. It was too large, so I had to trim it down in all sides. But it wasn't that big of a deal. It's fairly easy to cut. It's fairly thick too, which makes it easier to cut and handle in the first place. Here's some sample text to give you maybe a better real-world situation. You're typing an email or reading an email from somebody you want to keep private, and the person next to you, glances over. You can see that they won't be able to read it very easily at all from just about any angle. So that's our quick look at 3M's mobile privacy film for phones and smartphones. I'm Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com.